In today's social media countdown, Janelle Bromfield and Noah Lyles are finally married. What did she wear? And we're also talking about Isaac Buchanan chilling in a pool. Why did that spark so many conversations? And how can we forget the JDF soldier who his girlfriend and that shocking confession that he made in front of police officers? All this and more on today's social media countdown. Let's get into it.
The dirty or the berry or the juicy or the scoop. All the things are going on and missing on the news. Tell your sister and your auntie said the countdown coming soon. All the drama what you want, you fit tune into the youth. Like yo, hey, boss cover, cover all the topics like I in them. Pot cover, mix up, blender, all them suck me out what happening on the week. Yo, just tune in, zine.
Number 10, Infant School Sports Day. Burritos, let me just tell you this, like Jamaican people only take sports day too serious. Like we know about primary school champs and all of these things, but yeah, tell me say you can't go to kindergarten. Take a look. No, that is absolutely crazy. You know what kill me is like, oh, the brother they take off like he took off, you know, man. Oh God, man, Jamaicans wanna win with this. Number 9, Isaac Poole. Alright, burritos. So you know, popular lawyer Isaac Buchanan, was recently on TikTok. He was there doing a live in his pool. Yeah, man, in a nice mansion and thing.
Get me to my 100K heart so I could get out the pool. So y'all know that I'm cool. Glenn Johnson is trying to call me a prison bud. See me in Parliament and then having his said scud. So what I'm gonna do right now is take you way back.
So when he posted that video, everybody and their mother have conversations because they were just like, why is he, begging for money, gun and all kind of things?
Cause everybody in my life is a girl. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? What's the problem? Yeah. Gonna get me some moderators. So when I go block, y'all just go like click. Yeah. Watch nice. It's Sunday. Peas and rice if you're from Trinity. Rice and peas. Anyway, baby. So blocky.
As a matter of fact, I don't think Isaac I got ever win because he's just somebody who is troll worthy and the people that are going to troll him every chance they get, and so I just feel burden for beer. That
for real, y'all don't want me to get out of this pool? I need 30 hearts so I can run out.
Number 8, Ricky Race. Okay, burrito. So I saw this video and it got me emotional when I tell him I watch the video, man, and oh God, take a look. Like honestly, me a big man, I better start cry. Me don't know after the first 4 steps them ball. Tears. Onion, who did I cut up Onion? I do not know, but just somehow seeing that kid being there with his friends and see how they were all rallying around him and he was still determined to get to the end of that finishing line. It just like spoke to me in such a way where, yeah man, the tears them there for go drop out. So burritos, let me know, you get a little teary-eyed as well?
Now here is this week's random video of the week.
What's the difference between getting paid every 14 days and getting paid every 2? What's the difference between getting paid every 14 days and getting paid every 2 weeks?
Wait, you can't tell me. 2 weeks ain't long, you know?
Yeah, so you're at 14 days?
Yeah.
Oh, so 14 days. Alright.
Number 7, shop upgrade. Me banana chips. Okay, so I saw this video now. I'm gonna tell you now. So one thing with ghetto people are innovative. Do not sleep on them.
Yeah, I'm up on a lane, look here. One of them items them. One of them priceless. See him? Man said, please do not enter the premises to order, use the bell, buzzer or intercom, see there? Man have him opening laws and the man have a credit bylaws. The requirement for credit is shop with us for a period of 6 months, a copy of your national ID or driver's license, proof of income. Patron must live within the community and and a contact number. Bylaws, all credit must be paid within 7 days. If credit is not paid within 7 days, 20% interest will be allotted to late payment. No crediting on Saturdays and Sundays or when business hours is closed. Credit accounts will be frozen or freeze due to the date is passed. Hey, remember me tell you this bad.
That is it, man. That is it. That me love to say. Either them have system, them have the little things them in there where say, yo, if you got trust things, this is the protocol that you have to follow. And if you don't do so, 20% interest. Me love that. I love that. As a matter of fact, I feel like when I go there, I can give them a strength. Right? No. Number 6, style over sports. Okay, so it look like say a Pure Sports Day video on today's countdown. But burritos, just watch the video. I'm not saying nothing.
Don't worry. Take up your blouse and put on your blouse, daughter. Take up your blouse and put on it. Take up your don't worry, put on it, my daughter. Put it over your head, baby. Open in a baby and put on it. Oh God, my daughter, you not catch your bus. Put it on. No, mommy, not so, mommy. Mommy, put on the blouse. Watch out. Don't worry, I focus for hotness. Don't worry, put on the blouse. Mommy, put on the blouse now. Let me stick alone and put on the blouse. Don't worry, go and go take up your hat. 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 Put on the hat for your head. Just put on the hat for your head, don't worry.
You know what? Oh my God, me feel sorry for the child because the mother me know, the mother me never like little curse word at the end, but me understand your pain. I understand your sufferation. You go there with your camera because you had every intention to be able to post and say, your daughter win the race and all kind of things, and your daughter just flap you in the dance just so while your camera is still there rolling. The little shame did that hurt, your ego got bruised. But the little girl was just like, yo, a style over sporting, you know, like honestly, a style me have to make sure me maintain how me look right now. And what the people that are saying in the comments is that maybe the mother never did teach her how to put on, you know, her own shirt, that the mother do everything to her, do everything for her. So she can't really blame the girl that did kind of freeze up in at the moment. But the girl was just like, yeah man, I'm there for my sticker. Yeah man, come here star. My sticker I care about right now. Like, yeah, one can go and run and broke sweat at girl settings. Number 5, Juliette Holness candid. Alright, burritos. So this Juliette Holness interview that was done by, what's her name again? Janella Perseus started making the rounds because people got a very intimate moment into the psyche of Juliette Holness.
Calls me.
Who calls you Jules?
Andrew. My mom straight enough called me Mommy Jules, and Andrew is the only one who called me Jules.
All right. So we know you as a businesswoman. We know you as an MP. We know you now as the House Speaker. We know you as the mother. Who was Juliette Holness before she turned teenager? When she was in the home with her parents, what kind of child were you?
I am the eldest. I ended up with mostly sisters, 4 sisters, and a brother. And I was always very responsible. My parents could depend on me to cook dinner from the age of 10. I'd get home from school and I'd cook and take care of everybody. And in the summer, when they would go off to work, I would be managing the home. I remember then I used to slap them. You know, corporal punishment is taboo these days. And I'd lock them on the veranda between the grill to outside. And
yeah man, and what I love is that she really detailed her being the oldest child, you know, the first, you know, the big daughter, and the responsibilities that came with that. And she talked about her mothering, how she's different from the Prime Minister Andrew Holness, and we just like somehow got to understand why we see Juliette kind of just always operate like she's so routine, she's so detail oriented, like she just needs to cover everything. We got an insight into, you know, why she's like that. And of course she's an eldest child, and so that is all. So burritos, let me know, did you enjoy the interview as much as I did? Number 4, Kitty Hospital scare. Okay, so burritos, the la boss, Miss Kitty, recently sent many of us, you know, praying up and giving her support after she shared that she had an unfortunate moment around her birthday period that landed her in the hospital.
You can do it. You can do it. Remember you're 40, you know.
Whatever 40.
I'm going to tell you.
And so right now we don't know fully you know, what happened and what it is. We don't really need to know because I just fast so fast. But it was just very nice to see that she's okay, she's recovering, that her husband was by her side, and I'm just pretty sure that her family and her friends were rallying around her to get better. So whatever it is, we're just hoping and praying that Miss Kitty is able to, you know, bounce back to her regular self and to continue doing what she loves. So big up yourself, you know, Miss Kitty. Yeah, man, get better. Number 3, tourist takeover. Everybody does know, so you know, this tourist by the name of Travel with Zoe. You know, she is a social media content creator who seems to be traveling from different islands. Now she's in Jamaica, and when she came here, she posted this video that revealed the Airbnb that she was staying in.
This morning I landed in Kingston, Jamaica, and I went to the bus stop at the airport to wait for the 98 bus to go to downtown Kingston. It was $100 Jamaican, and I had to wait maybe like 20 minutes for it, and then the journey itself took maybe like 40 minutes. It wasn't too busy on there, but it was quite windy because the windows were open. I think it's really cool that they have this affordable bus service between downtown and the airport. When I got off the bus at Parade, I walked for maybe like 10 minutes to go to an ITEL shop that I used to go to often when I was last here, which was in 2022. It was really hot and I was carrying my bags, which probably made it even more hot for me personally. Anyways, this is the ITEL shop. It's near Matches Lane. So yeah, I got lunch there, but I made a separate vlog about that. The food was $850 Jamaican, and obviously I finished it. Then I went to get a local SIM card from Digicel, but it was actually buy one get one free, so I got 2. I had left my bag with the people at the ITEL shop, so I just got some water and then went back to the ITEL shop. As you can see, my bag was right there. Then I went into this art store that I also went in 4 years ago, with like an art studio that's basically opposite the ITEL shop. But I agreed with the artist that we'll make a proper video of his place another day. Then I went and sat in the ITEL shop because check-in for my Airbnb wasn't until 3 p.m. So I walked to the Airbnb. I got there just before 3, but I had to wait a while because there was a bit of a miscommunication with the host. But anyways, eventually I checked in. Fun fact, this was actually the cheapest bed I could find in the whole of Kingston on Airbnb. Anyways, after a while I walked to get some fruits in town. I got a soursop for $750 and a bag of Jamaican apples for $200. Then I went to Mother's, but they had run out of the vegan patties, so I didn't get anything. And I also went in a shop to try and get some super glue, but they didn't have the one I wanted. So I just walked back to the Airbnb and ate my fruits. Well, I ate the whole soursop and 2 of the Jamaican apples. And then my Airbnb host kindly gave me some food and natural juice that he made.
Yeah, man, and since then, everybody and their mother said, Jesus, P, you know, why this girl choose to go stay at this Airbnb. But what I know is that you have some foreigners who, them like the personal, real life, in the streets type of vacation. Them don't want to be in the hotel, they want to feel like a true and day one bred Jamaican. And so if that is what she wants, make sure get that. And we see in the video that she have one like ekip on her neck. So, you know, she's also getting, you know, because Jamaica is the land of and water. Yeah, man, the bamboo. So, yeah, man, and we even saw, you know, content creator Anthony, you know, catching up with her and getting a quick interview where she detailed how the Jamaican men have been treating her. And, yeah, man, I think it's so good.
What's the craziest DM you've gotten?
Suck cocky girl, come here now.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Well, you know, Zoe, you know, keep doing good in your neighborhood. And I'm so sorry, me here. So them did all chop our card, them scam our card. Jamaica, just, yeah, man, just bail. Make the girl just enjoy her little stay. Ah, God. Number 2, soldier confession. Okay, burritos, no, so this is a very tragic story.
A woman is dead while a man understood to be a JDF soldier is in police custody in relation to her killing in Manchester. Detectives believe the man used a knife to kill his common-law wife during an argument at their home in the Three Chains district sometime after 3 this afternoon.
And so on top of that, after he committed the act, he showed up, you know, in front of police officers like this.
What happened? What happened? No. Please,
sit down on the ground. Sit down on the ground. Go down. Sit down on the ground now, sit down. Sit down. No, I put them.
Just please.
No, sit down. Sit down. Oh, police.
No, don't shoot me, please.
Got the knife.
Oh, but still, they did
Nah,
not.
man, you not to go that way. You not to go that way. Just drop the knife, and we can talk.
No, just please.
Right. Go down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was very painful, very hard to watch. There's so many thoughts. People are saying that he was there behaving like this because he wanted to build his case for pleading insanity. Because usually in circumstances like this, the people them normally off themselves after they have committed the violent act towards their partner. And so, me don't know, it's almost like he need to boots up the police officers them to do something and to, do the job for him. And, it just, me don't know, it's sad. It's sad, it's messed up, and once again, like, what the boxfoot is happening within the JDF and the JCF, why so many of the members, it's the same storyline. Over and over. Man hit woman, off themselves, off the pitney them, and I'm tired of it being repeated. I am sick and tired of it being repeated.
Back on me now. It's beautiful. Right now you're watching the artist countdown with Dirty Berry. Turn the camera away. See it? Turn it again. It's magical.
And number one goes to Janelle Bromfield and Noah Lyles finally married. My word, my sentence, my paragraph, my essay, my biblioteca. Number one goes to them finally married. This printing couple, the track and field couple, Noah Lyles and Janelle Bromfield. Now let me go tell you this now. You see the wedding shot. Just look at the pictures them and tell me when last you say a wedding look like this. Look at the color of them shoes. Listen, Janelle looked good from head to toe. You see that melanin, you see that chocolate skin? It was on 10. She looked good, man. She looked very, very good. And you see, you can just tell that she's ready for going to our soft girl era. She was ready. I'm going to attack Elaine Thompson. Okay, like, why am I going this? So, Barry, just bring it back. Just bring it back and settle yourself today, all right? Listen, People magazine covered the wedding, Vogue covered the wedding, so you can't even ask for more than that. The track and field athletes, both 28, tied the knot in Georgia on Saturday, April 4. The wedding was themed all shades of melanin, and it was planned by Rebecca Lang of L3 Events. Now, the wedding leaned into the bride's Jamaican heritage. I wanted to get as many Jamaicans involved as possible. My makeup artist, my dress, everything. She told Vogue that she chose her Pantora bridal ceremony ball gown and brown bridesmaid dresses because the owner is Jamaican. Yeah, man, and if you don't know, the people them love story that them did know each other from about 2017, 2018 when them buck up at track meets. But the two of them they in a relationship, so them could really, they're not cheating and go make them thing official. But them caught up back years later. They made the relationship official around 2022. 2 years later, them go get engaged, and now they are married. And it's just nice to see that as much as social media did try to set things about Noah and set things about Janelle that would have potentially put them apart, they were able to just lean into each other and lean into their love and see they're having a very glamorous moment. All them a chat, girl, make them fret, cause you don't know you don't want your man now left. You watch where Strice and broke out and you are the. And so big up on yourself, Janelle and Noah. And so wait, I forgot to start calling her Janelle Lyles. Janelle Lyles, JL. Oh wow, Janelle Lyles. That's not in a bad. It can go on Janelle Lyles. Okay, let's get used to that. Janelle Lyles. Hey Janelle Lyles. Hey JL. How are you? Are you good? All right. Yeah, man. Alright, burritos, we've come to the end of another social media top 10 countdown. Make sure you like, you share your comments, and you subscribe. Let me know what was your favorite part of the countdown. And remember, I must say, do go ahead and subscribe. Once you have done that, follow me on all my social media platforms at Dirty Bear Show. And to book me, advertise, shoot me an email to bookings.dirtybearshow@gmail.com. Okay, take care until next time. Ta-ta.
The dirty of the berry, yeah, the juicy of the scoop. All the things are going on and missing on the news. Tell your sister and your auntie said the corner coming soon. All the drama where you want, you fit tune into the youth. Like, yo, hey. box cover. Him cover all the topics like a him name pot cover. Mix up, blender, all them suck me out. What happened on the week, yo, just tune in. Zine.